Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School, the Shine from the Inside Oracle, and I host luxury goddess retreats to help women reclaim their power and manifest their wild and crazy dreams. I am so pumped to be back. It's been almost a month since we have been online doing the live videos. We're taking a break from the podcast right now, and we just rolled back into town from our 2-week road trip up to Montana. So I am just beyond stoked to bring you this magical energy. We've got a full moon in Pisces this weekend, along with Mercury retrograde in Libra. So we've got a lot of spiritual shifting and changing to do. You're probably noticing the effects of retrograde already starting to kick in. So now would be a good time to start backing up your computers and being mindful of your communication. So not coming from a place of reaction, but a place of purpose and kindness. So being a little extra kind this week might be in order with all the releasing and up leveling that's going on this week. So I'm really jazzed to pull some cards to see what you can pay attention to on this full moon weekend. Pisces is our most spiritual and intuitive, vibey of the zodiac. So it's really about getting in touch with your own intuition, your own feelings, and really trusting yourself. I've done a couple calls today back on my coaching game, and I am hearing time and time and time again that the phrase, I don't know, but I don't know is usually followed by this, or it's preceded by this long plan about, I think I should do this, and I want to start doing that, and I'm gonna leave my job and I'm gonna do this, but I don't know. How many of you feel like that in your life right now, where you're lacking clarity and you just don't know? The truth is you do know, but you're second guessing yourself. And that's what I find in all of my coaching and tarot readings, is that they have the perfect plan, but they self-sabotage by questioning, is it right? Or is it perfect? Or am I gonna fail? And the truth is there is no wrong answer. You're either gonna learn a lesson or it's gonna be in alignment and feel real good. So there is no wrong here. We just need you to take action. Not to say that rest is an important piece of the process. So if you've taken time to rest and you still feel like you don't have the clarity, then at this point you just have to jump in and start swimming and see which direction feels good to go, instead of thinking your way through it. So I'm gonna say hello to everyone who's watching live. Guilty, Krista says. Hello, Krista. Yay, I made it. I'm so glad you're here, Leah. Hey, Jody. Hey, Ryan. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Hello, Vic. Tamlin's in the house. Let me know if you're watching live. Where are you watching from? Say hello. And let me know if you're feeling the vibes of this full moon and retrograde going down this weekend. So I am very excited to set the intention that we receive the message we most need during this time of release and up leveling. Your intuition might be heightened at this time. You may start receiving these crazy downloads. Dreams might be very potent at this time. I know my dreams have been taking me on a wild roller coaster of experience. When I wake up, I'm like, where have I been? What was that? That was insane. So pay attention to your dreams and pay attention to the thoughts and visions that are coming up for you this week. Hello, Miss Jade. So good to see everyone. Okay, let's see. Working from home and watching you. I love that so much. All right, so let's set the intention that we get the full moon in Pisces message that we need most to pay attention to, so that we can step into our highest self, that we can step into our true purpose and potential. Cards are flying now. So that we can align with what our soul is actually wanting. The thing is, we haven't taken the time to get clear and make a decision on what we really want, and we're waiting for someone to give us that permission or that confirmation. But it's the decision that you make that manifests and starts making the magic happen. All right, let's get our words together. I swear, every time I do a woo-woo during Mercury retrograde or around, my words are like blah, 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 blah. Also, it's been a few weeks since I've been live, so just getting all that magical kink out of the way. Okay, just checking in with everyone. So good to see all of you. I'm gonna dive in. The first card for this full moon in Pisces is Gratitude Rampage. Well, I tell you what, this is something that I have been sharing more and more with all my coaching clients and myself. I even told Chris while we were on the road trip, I was like, hey, you remember like 10 years ago when we were just getting into our yoga practice and like learning about the law of attraction and all of that, we were just like in 100% awe, gratitude for all the things, the ladybugs, the grass, like we were just in full total saturation of joy and bliss and gratitude. And he was like, yeah, I remember that. I'm like, I want to get back to that. Like, I think we got a little jaded during 2020 and like caused us to harden up a little bit and put our boundaries up, and I want to relax that, and it's going to come through gratitude and appreciation. I'm gonna make up my own words. I'm telling y'all, retrograde's almost in full effect. It's on its way. Okay, so an attitude of gratitude is really the antidote to any depression, sadness, or lack mindset. If you're feeling like you don't have an abundance, whether that be financially or support or friends, it all boils down to the story we tell ourselves. And when we can create a story that is ripe with appreciation, we are certain to put ourselves in attraction mode to start calling in more of what you do want. Even if you have $5 in your bank account, you could look at that bank account and be like, oh my God, I'm so broke, I have no money. Or you could choose to look at it from a positive perspective and say, oh, I'm so grateful for the abundance that I have to support me. Now, I know it can be tough, especially when it comes to money. I feel like I'm doing a lot of coaching around our money mindset or people's money mindset. But the truth is, when you can approach even the smallest amount with appreciation, you begin the manifestation of making more. To appreciate means to make more of. So even if you got $5 in your bank account, offer it love and watch it grow. All right, so what are you grateful for before we move on to the next card? What is it that you are feeling so blessed and so lit up by? What is that thing that you're expressing gratitude for right now? Drop it in the comments below. All right, next card is to let go of control and to relax into flow. This is a hard one for trauma response control freaks. You're like, oh, that's me, I know, I'm identified, just called out, but it's all of us. We all do that. We all think that we have this perfect plan that will align to our beliefs and our visions, and it'll make us feel like we're safe. And that is what this control is. It's a feeling of security, but holding on to and gripping so tightly is a false sense of security, because anything that you are trying to cling to can be taken away unless what you're clinging to is you. And when we talk about letting go of control and relaxing into flow, that boils down to trust. And what we're not trusting is ourselves, and that's why it feels so uncomfortable. So when we can let go of control, we're saying, I trust that there's something bigger and better happening, and I am grateful to be a part of whatever is taking me to that highest good. And when we relax into flow, we know that we have this unknowing faith that we are exactly where we're meant to be at the exact right time. So this is a message for anyone who feels like they don't know where they're going, but they need to feel like they mentally have a sense of security. This is your reminder that it just don't work that way, honey, and that you've got to actually surrender to build the faith and trust. You don't get the goods without doing the work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let go of control and trust. Like, trust that if you look, here's how I develop trust. I look back and reflect on all the times where life was hard, where things were really challenging and I just wanted to give up, where I thought this is the end of the world, I'm never gonna be loved again, there's never gonna be an opportunity. I look back at all of those challenging times and I see how I was able to get through them and become stronger or more courageous or more empowered. Every adversity I've experienced in my life, and my clients included, because I ask them to turn their traumas into triumphs, and it's so easy to make that shift if you give yourself permission to go back and reflect on the fact that every hard thing that you've experienced, you've been able to get through. You're still here. If you are watching this video, you survived, okay? So you can't be like, no, actually it really damaged me, and it may have, but it didn't kill you. And so from that, we can choose to change, heal, and grow. So I look back at all the challenging times and I recognize that every single time it was helping me to get to that next level. Even though it was outside my comfort zone and it was scary, it always worked out. So that's how I can today in the present, not knowing the future, even though I've got a pretty good glimpse of some things, as being psychic is helpful, but knowing that I don't know the future and I can't control every single outcome, that gives me permission to say, even when I can't control it, it's always worked out for my best. And I have a feeling that if you look back at your life and reflect, the same will be true for you too. I'm grateful you are here live on this Wednesday. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am grateful for my inner fire and my gifts. Oh, Yes, I love Hurry Back to VA. I just love this community. Okay, so let go of control and relax into flow. My question for you to ponder on is, where are you clinging too tightly to your desires? Fucking chill. And the last one is something I've been doing like crazy this week. I think it's because it's my moon time and I usually go into purge mode, but this is create a sacred space, practice feng shui. So this is about creating a comfortable, healthy, joyful environment. You know, we are a makeup of not only the people that we surround ourselves, but also the environment that we are contained in. If you look at growing, if you like put a plant in a small pot, it can only grow, same with the fish, it can only grow to the size of that pot. So we want you to be mindful about the environment that you put yourself in. Is your environment too constricting? Is your environment too cluttered? Is your environment unstable? Is there a lot of yelling or anger or like miscommunication happening in your environment? This is a call for you to create a sacred space, for you to get rid of the excess stuff that is no longer serving you. It feels so good to donate, to clear, to throw trash out. Like, it is a win-win situation. So this is a call to make your space sacred, to make it more inviting, to create, even if it's a little sliver in a nook in the corner of your room, to feel like you have a safe space to go to. That way every day you can show up for yourself and feel like you're at home or at peace. So let me ask you this. Have you been feeling overwhelmed by clutter, or are you being called to redecorate, get new furniture, to paint, to update, to remodel? Like, especially during retrograde, if you think about all the words that start with RE, release, redo, renovate, renew, rebirth, all of these words are indicative of what we're about to experience over the next 3 weeks until October 2nd. So pay attention to the areas that you can rework, revise, and I also feel like the mental landscape is really where the work needs to be done, because our physical clutter is typically a representation of our mental clutter. So what are you going to detox? What are you going to practice feng shui? Like, are we going to get wind chimes? Do we need to add plants into our house? If you're someone who is wanting to attract love into their life or more intimacy, maybe we need to like change the sheets or the color of the pillows. Like, we can make small little changes that increase the energy in our environment, and that in turn increases our own personal energy. We need an in-person gathering out there next. Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. All the woo-woos and all the yayas coming together. All right, I wanna know, what card resonated with you most this week? Is it go on a gratitude rampage? We need to change that attitude because it's been stanky. Do we need to let go of control and relax into flow because we've been in control freak mode, like it's not going my way? Or do you need to practice feng shui and practice creating a sacred space, clearing out your environment, changing your wardrobe, shifting the color, maybe even buying some lipstick? Or changing out the Tupperware in your kitchen. It could be the smallest shift that makes the biggest difference, but only you know what that is. Fall decorations and getting rid of old shit I don't use. Actually, you know, every Friday night, Chris and I have a date night, and this date night, we're actually going to get some more snake plants for the bedroom, and we're putting out all the fall decor. So I'm very pumped for the changing of the season. We're entering into witch season, and my birthday's next month, so I am just super pumped to be settling down into these fall vibes. 2 and 3, Krista says they're resonating with her. All right, well, this has been so incredible being back. I'm so grateful to share this wisdom with you. If you know someone who needs this message, or you just want to spread the sparkle magic, please tag someone, share it, whatever you got to do to keep the good vibes going. I am so freaking pumped to be back. It was so nice to take a break. I truly needed just to unplug and have zero schedule, because sometimes that can get overwhelming when you are busy. So this is your reminder to unplug and take a break if you need it, to create a safe and beautiful, sultry, sensual environment for yourself. Take the time over the next 3 weeks to reflect and renew and revise and rework all the shit that isn't in alignment with you anymore, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are at the right place at the right time, doing exactly what your soul was called to do. So trust that, trust yourself, trust your own intuition, and know that I am so proud of you and that you are making an amazing difference in this world, and we need your light. So keep shining, baby. Krista says, I abruptly started cleaning up and cleaning out my office before this call while on Zoom call. Crazy. Yeah, we gotta clear. It's fall, it's harvesting. We are letting go of what is outdated, outgrown, not serving us anymore, and we're reaping the rewards for all the seeds that we've planted this year. Now is really a time for celebration. Yee, we love you. We're trusting. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, that's it for this week. This has been so fun. Please share this with your friends and know that I am here to support you, whether you need a friend or a coach or someone there to kick you in the ass off the plateau that you've been stuck on for so long. I hope to be that person to support and cheer you on. I've got some big plans coming up in the next month. We'll be doing a goddess gathering on Sunday, October 9th. So mark your calendars for the next goddess gathering. I won't be doing a full moon virtual this week. Actually can't even tell you because it's a surprise, so lock that up really quick, but mark your calendars for that. We still have a few spots left at the retreat for 420 next year, so just throwing that out there. If you've been thinking about it, spots have been filling up. I've been doing interviews with all the women that have applied, so those spots we've attracted some really cool people, so those spots are going quick. So I just wanted to let you know some of the fun things that are going down around here. If you haven't seen my new website yet, I'm just throwing that out there. Go check it out. We've got so many cool things coming your way. And kick me. Happy to. I love being able to be that kick in the pants for people and just remind them that they are powerful. Thank you, sister. So many blessings. You guys are amazing. Back to daily meditations. Boom. That's it. You know, I was on a call with a psychic today and she was doubting herself. Like, I get all these visions, but then I don't know how to help them. And I'm sharing all this stuff. And she's like, well, how do I really like tap into my intuition? How do I really develop my psychic abilities? I'm like, girl, it's the boring stuff. It's the meditation. It's about build. She's like, you're just such a quick channel. Like, you just have a lot of words and I don't have a lot of words. I told her it's taken years, lifetimes of practice to be able to focus my concentration so much that she said I can only do it with my eyes closed. So this is an important message that is coming through. She says, I can only focus and get those visions when my eyes are closed. And that's totally normal. And that's how I started, was boatloads of hours of eyes closed meditation processes to develop my psychic faculties and trust my intuition and see how those messages show up in my body. And it's only through doing these lives every single week, twice a week for the last 5-6 years, oh my God, 6 years, that I've been able to focus my energy with my eyes open to be able to receive that cosmic insight and visions that I'm interpreting. I also thank my cat all the time for being a total maniac, and I'm having to like focus my attention on like channeling the message and not get distracted by the cat. So really it's about creating focus. Focus is the #1 key to developing your psychic abilities and attaining goals and all kinds of things. So if you are someone who struggles with that focus and you need help recreating your habits, that is the topic we are covering this month in the Elevated Life. We will be we'll be talking all about habits and how to break them, how to reinforce them. And yeah, we're looking forward to serving you this week, or this month, actually next week. Next Tuesday, we're going live in the Elevated Life. So that sums it up. We've got our goddess gathering next month, retreats going down. I feel so crazy being this early and this like planned ahead. That's not normal for me. So when people are like, okay, so when was the retreat? Like April of next year? Like what? It feels so crazy, but I'm also so excited to be on top of my game. So thank you so much for tuning in. It has been so fun to share this sparkle magic with you. And for real, I'm getting out of here. I was meditating in a meeting last week and got caught. Lady was like, oh, I'm sorry, I bothered you there. I love it. Man, it's so good to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you know someone who needs this message, let them have it. And I will see you guys next week. Peace.